Hey YouTube, sorry it's a little bit windy, but we just pulled into Springfield and we're pretty excited right now because I want to show you something. Just pulled in and so we finally have the headlight out here in Springfield at the Peterbilt dealership, so we're very, very excited. Van's on his way. Hopefully we can get this resolved. I just wanted to share the moment with you guys.
Hey guys, what's up? Eric here, driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder. I would invite you to subscribe to our channel because our channel is pretty okay. I think it's pretty okay. It's one of the okayest YouTube channels you'll ever find. Anyway, I just saw Trucker John over at Prime Command. It's such a small world, you know. It's a small world when you're just constantly running into other YouTubers. Ooh, I cannot let my truck go off. So we were in the inbound, and there he was, parked right next to us in the inbound bay. They were just getting their truck washed and then getting back on the road. So they're on a load to Nevada, I believe. Anyway, so I want to give you an update because we are at Peterbilt right now, and we've never been so excited about something that's currently broken in our lives. So, but before I do that, I had said, oh, by the way, check this shirt out, you guys. Some of you are gonna have a nostalgic moment. Make it a blockbuster night. So the other day I did a video about providing context, and before I give you an update on the truck, I want to make sure that you guys know, because I'm seeing some of your comments now. I'm very late in replying to comments. I'm late in watching everybody's videos. I'm behind on all of it, so I'm kind of glad we're going to get a day or two just to try and catch up on some of that stuff, do laundry and stuff at the house. But I want to make sure to put things in context, because some of you are leaving comments as if like this is the most terrifying thing in the world and you should never lease a truck and our lives are absolutely terrible. And that's not the case, guys. You're seeing like 15 minutes of our lives in an entire day, you know, and during that 15 minutes or even 10 minutes, you know, maybe I'm only talking about the shit show that is this headlight issue for like 2 or 3 minutes. So as I said the other day, I want to make sure I'm providing some context. We're making good money, you know, like we're still running loads. It's not just 6 weeks of our truck being broken down. And those of you saying that, you know, we should turn in this truck and we should just call it quits on this and go get another truck, or, you know, I appreciate the feedback, but here's the thing, you guys, we've not once ever went in a hole. Could we have made more money throughout this situation? Yeah, probably, yeah, definitely. But we haven't lost money. We haven't had to go into emergency fund. We haven't had to go into savings. We've been getting paychecks every week, even when we were in the shop. Now, granted, my fleet manager did help me out with that $750 transit delay pay that he threw us because road assist wasn't being very helpful. But our loads were timed right. Like this week, we're at right about $4,000 in revenue. Today is Sunday, so even if we don't get another load, if we don't get moving before the pay period ends, which we probably won't, we're probably going to stay home for a couple days while we're here. I'll still get a check, you know, for probably 1,500 bucks. Jen will get a little bit of a check. So, you know, here we are going to be in a shop for half the pay period. I'm still getting a check. When we were home the 8 or 9 days last time, I got, I think I got $2,000 checks that covered that entire eight or 9 days. 2 different $1,000 checks. So I still made money. you know, and that's one of the reasons we're in the process of completely moving our whole lives at Springfield, because when you have these situations, you just cross them over with home time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want these updates about the truck issue to imply to you that this is just killing us financially and that this is just all that our lives are right now. It's not at all. You're seeing, you know, at this stage, it's kind of laughable to us, you know. Like I said this morning, we love this truck. It's a great driving truck. It's very smooth to drive. We love the cab. We love the sleeper. We love the Jake brake. We love the way it runs up hills compared to our Cascadia. You know, we love the truck. It just has some sort of what they're now telling us, which, you know, they should have known a while ago. But anyway, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know shit about mechanics. Now they seem to have an idea of what's going on, that many of you have been saying in the comments that there's, you know, a grounding issue or something going on with the wiring harness. Well, now that's where they're. So anyway, all that said, you know, if you're watching this and you're thinking about coming to Prime, or you got a husband or wife coming to Prime, and you're freaking out thinking, you know, this lease thing scares me because of this, please know that, and I'm not saying this is the case for everybody, maybe it's not. For us, this has not been devastating financially at all. At all. I mean, at the worst, we've still made money to spend time at home while the truck is in the shop. So, you know, when I keep giving you guys these updates of, oh my God, you know, our headlight issue is still there, it can feel and seem dramatic. It is a little dramatic, but it's not. It's not really that big of a deal to us, because outside of making that couple minutes of giving you the update, we have our lives. We live the rest of the day, you know, get out with the dog, throw the ball, we run a load, we're making money. It's just that right now that's a topic that a lot of you are responding to and a lot of you are engaging with, and we're just letting you know that, hey, sometimes these trucks can have significant issues with them, you know. Like, we know people that have had APUs like just completely spill out all their oil and had to have hazmat come in, and, you know, we've just stuff happens, you know. And I think the vast majority, by far the vast majority of Prime trucks don't have this type of situation that just forces them back into the shop. The only reason that we've had to go back into the shop over and over and over again is because this fault, which is the low beam fault, is typically such an insignificant fault that it doesn't log in the truck's computer system. It basically is telling you, it's a very convenient fault that's telling you, hey, your headlight's going out, you need to change the bulb. So there's really, I think when they designed it, the thinking was, well, there's no reason to log that in the computer because, you know, you just need to change the bulb. But in our case, that fault is the only fault that's happening when power gets severed or ended to the light bulb, to the low beam light bulb, you know what I'm saying? So the reason we have to keep coming in, and the reason we haven't been getting breakdown pay, is because there's no way for them to have proof that this is happening if we roll into a Peterbilt shop with both headlights on and no fault on the dash. And it's frustrating, and it is like, I cannot tell you how pissed off I've been with Road Assist over this, because they have to take a position that they need to have proof, you know what I mean? And I've said it before, I understand that because they don't want to be taken advantage of. They don't want lazy drivers saying there's something wrong with the truck, going and sitting in a hotel or sitting at home for a few days and then getting paid breakdown pay when there's nothing wrong with the truck, you know. So I get it. I guess where I would be frustrated is that we have video evidence, you know, like tons of video evidence. We have video evidence of every scenario of the four-way flashers making the headlight come back on, slamming the hood, making the headlight come back on, the headlight going off 3 times within 10 minutes and coming back on while we're driving down the interstate. We've got it all, you know, so it's not, it would be an extraordinarily, extremely extravagant Hollywood production for us to be able to make all these fake videos, you know, just to get a few days off for the truck to be in the shop. So, but anyway, I digress. I want to make it clear to anyone who's not yet at Prime and coming to Prime that this is not all it is. It is a good job. It's a good career. Prime is a great company. This is a great truck. And sometimes shit's just going to happen. But you know what? Like I said, we've made money through this whole process. We've not lost money. We haven't had to dip into savings. Haven't had to go to an emergency fund, which we don't have an emergency fund. I am my emergency fund. We haven't gone into the hole. We haven't missed a truck payment. And I think that's really important for a lot of people who will say, screw Prime, you got that big truck payment. The thing is, you get so much revenue with Prime compared to other carriers that the truck payment's never, for me, it's never been an issue. The truck payment's never been an issue. My fixed costs, yeah, they're like $1,300. And I'm actually gonna do a video soon on that, on my fixed costs, $1,300, $1,400 a month. Like, get out settlements and break down my fixed costs for you. Of the minimum that I have to have every week. And while I'm a team now, so it's a lot easier to get that taken care of. Even when I was a solo driver, I did so much revenue that it was never, it's never a concern, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it seems like when you're coming from a normal job or just running a small business, you know, and all of a sudden you're about to take on a over $5,000 per month commitment that you have to pay for, that your LLC, your business has to pay for. It's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tough pill to teach yourself to swallow. But now that I've been doing this for about 2 years, that $5 grand does not faze me one bit, because it's pretty easy to do $20,000 a month in revenue, or you know, $16,000 to $20,000 a month in revenue. Not easy. You got to bust your hump, but you can do $16,000 to $20,000 a month in revenue as a solo driver. As a team driver, I'm blowing out. You know, as a team truck, my LLC is doing $25,000 to $35,000 a month, you know, in revenue. So the $5,000 fixed cost is, I mean, it's nothing, you know. I'm making good money. Like, there's good money. Prime is the place to be, guys. Like, we haul food and medical supplies and drink, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we haul what the country needs, no matter what, through thick or thin. When coronavirus shut everything down, we were making great money because everybody needed food. So anyway, all that to say, we're really excited because right now I'm having to keep my truck running. See, every time it does that ding that it's about to shut off, I have to hit the fuel pedal to keep my truck running. I'm sitting here parked at Peterbilt because we drove 200 miles from St. Louis to the Springfield yard, and the damn headlight stayed on the whole time. It would not fault. I was hitting potholes. Like, if I saw some rumble strips, you know, I might dip into those rumble strips a little bit safely and legally, see if I could get this fault to throw, and it wouldn't throw. And we were like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, we just went through this last few days, and of course, the curse shows its ugly head and won't throw this fault as we come into Springfield. So we went over and dropped our load over at Prime Command. I have no idea why my phone decided to take a shit, but anyway, what I was saying is we just dropped that load off at Prime Command, and we didn't have the fault, and both headlights were on. So I was like, you know, if we take this over at Peterbilt right now, they're gonna be like, you know, there's nothing we can do. We can't diagnose, we can't log that we've seen the fault. And those of you who drive for Prime, you know that there's a quick trip over there by Prime Command in Springfield that has very rough roads going in and out of it. So I thought, you know what, we're bobtail, I'll swing in there, hit those bumps, and see what happens. So I swing in there, and sure enough, right as we're about to pull out, boom, got the fault. Let me show you. Right there. Low beam fault, headlights out. So we called Van from the Peterbilt National Rep. We're like, dude, we're, you know, like 2 miles away from Peterbilt, and we got the fault. Headlights off. So we came over to Peterbilt, whole army of techs come out, and we're like, we need witnesses. Like Jenna ran in there. I don't care what anyone's doing, drop whatever you're doing, get out here. Someone's got to witness this, because we're not losing breakdown pay again. We're not having something just changed on a whim. So all their techs come out here, and they're like, sure enough, I'll be damned. Throwing a low beam fault, brand new bulb. It's not the bulb. So now they've got some theories that are more aligned with what it should have been in the beginning, and that is that there's a harness issue, something's really tight, it's getting pinched, there's a grounding issue, and they think it could be related to some of the other early issues that we had that were fixed within like the first couple days we had a truck. So now we get somewhere, and now they owe us, now we're going to be owed like 3 weeks of breakdown pays. So it's kind of like banking up, you know, some bonus pay, which we should have gotten a long time ago, but so things are good. But I can't let the truck stop, because Jenna had to, Peterbilt gave her a ride to the house to get our four-wheeler so that she could come back and get some things out of the truck, and so that we could take this little one to the house. Look at her. It's like, this is how she is when we're at a dock at a receiver or a shipper waiting for a green light. She's like sitting there waiting for, she like watches for the green light. Anyway, she can't sit in the Peterbilt waiting room all night, so, or lounge. So Jenna got a ride from Peterbilt to the house to get the four-wheeler, and I can't let the truck go off, because when the truck goes off, this thing sets. So they want me to pull the truck into the bay in its current state with the fault and with the headlight off. And at that stage, I hand it off to them. It's been proven to them. Everything's in writing, signed, sealed, delivered. It has a problem, and all that good back breakdown pay should come into play. So, and a lot of you guys are saying, oh, you're not going to get it. No, you guys said I wasn't going to get that epic 2 days of $1,440 per day cancellation pay, and I got it on my last paycheck. So I got it that week, almost $3,000 for 2 loads being canceled 2 nights in a row. So we got a 34-hour reset and almost $3,000. We'll get paid for this. So anyway, that's the update, guys. Talk to you soon. Be safe, make good decisions, drive to thrive. Bye.